Hey everyone, this is Friedel Hakareja Rave, and I'm here with my recap and review of Digimon Ghost Game Anime Season number 1, Episode number 42, which is titled Human Hunter. And I have been watching the Digimon Ghost Game Anime weekly, but as far as my opinion goes, nothing has actually been happening for me to sit down and talk about all of the events. Basically, like each particular episode, but finally, thankfully, something happened in this episode number 42 as far as Gulus Gamamon is concerned, and I'm like, yeah, move the plot forward. At this time, again, I have no idea what the plot of this anime is supposed to be, who the big bad is supposed to be. There are certain fan theories that apparently some sort of time travel is going to be involved in the overall plot, because a whole lot of Digimon know about Hero and Gulus Gamamon and everything. And remember, there was this episode where Piximon, if I remember the Digimon's name correctly, Piximon apparently traveled into the future, and he ended up seeing a very, very kind Gamamon, I guess. I kind of don't remember the specifics of it all, because again, that happened a whole lot of episodes ago. But anyway, coming back to episode number 42, we get to see that a whole lot of humans are being kidnapped by what they think are Onis, but of course it's a Digimon, and of course Ruli is like, you know what, I got this message, so of course I need to uncover this mystery. So Ruli, Kyoshiro, and Hiro, they make their way to the area where people are being kidnapped. And they end up meeting this girl whose sister got recently kidnapped like 3 days ago, and she got kidnapped while they were making their way home. And they end up reaching this crossroads. So they're like, okay, so should we go left or right, right or left? And the girl is like, well, both paths lead to my house. So Hero's like, yep, let's split up. So they do split up, and interestingly, both groups end up encountering the Oni, and the Oni keep on saying something about show me a specific color and hoist it up, and if you aren't able to show that specific color, this Digimon known as Oboromon, they end up kidnapping you and everything. So the one that is encountered by Kyoshiro and Hiro, he wants to see the color red, and the one that Ruli and the other girl ends up encountering, I think he needs to see the color blue. And of course, Ruli and the rest of the kids don't necessarily know what's happening, that all of this is connected to specific colors. They think, because of what the other girl told them, they think that it's connected to the post office somehow, or this black bag that they're carrying. But yeah, it's trouble, because Kyoshiro isn't wearing anything red. This specific Oboromon goes after him, and Kyoshiro ends up bumping into Hiro. He picks up Hiro's jacket, and yeah, Kyoshiro now has the color red, but Hiro doesn't have it, and Hiro gets attacked, and yeah, it's bad. And Oboromon takes Hiro away, and he ends up throwing him into this weird portal where the rest of the humans are, and all of them are being interlinked by their arms and their legs, and the body parts are merging together. It's creepy, it's weird, and they are still conscious. They are still able to talk to Hiro, and they are still waiting for someone to rescue them. And Hiro's like, oh, this is bad. So Ruli ends up being Ruli and the other girl, because they don't have the specific color that specific Oboromon wants to see. They run, and Oboromon is like, you know what, Ruli, you need to save everyone. So Ruli uses her Digivice in order to teleport everyone into the Digi/real world dimension. And this is where they realize that, we aren't necessarily fighting one Oboromon. There are a whole lot of Oboromon. One needs to color red, one needs to color blue, one needs to color black, and the other wants to see color yellow. And when Ruli is asked about color yellow, she ends up hugging Angoramon, which makes sense. And then the black color wanting Oboromon asks for the color black, and Ruli lifts up that black bag that she's wearing. And then the blue one is like, yep, show me the color blue, which Ruli doesn't have. And yeah, Ruli gets attacked as well. And while all of this is happening, while Ruli is being attacked, Kyoshiro, he went into that integer overflow thing, and Jellymon is able to shock him awake, and he is now in his limit break phase, which allows him to think very clearly. And he's like, yep, there are a whole lot of Oboromon, and all of them are color coordinated. And he's talking to Ruli, and because Ruli doesn't have the color blue, she is attacked and she's being taken away. And yeah, Ruli is like, follow my GPS, Kyoshiro, follow my GPS. But no, Kyoshiro is unable to follow Ruli's GPS, because the dimension that they're in, that particular signal is messing up with the GPS signal. So yeah, Ruli has to take everyone back into the human world, and this is how they're able to follow her GPS. And Ruli is thrown into a different portal. Hero isn't there, I guess. Yeah, because Hero was picked up by the red Oboramon, and Ruli was picked up by the blue Oboramon. So yeah, I guess it's different portals. So Kyoshiro, Jellymon, Gamamon also gets attacked, and Gamamon and Omoramon is like, well, we don't need Digimon. So he ends up pinning Gamamon to a gravestone, I guess, if I remember correctly. So yeah, Angoramon, Jellymon, and Kyoshiro are like, you know what, we have to figure out something. We have to figure out how to help our friends. So it turns out that apparently these Oboramon are playing a game, and it turns out that the number of humans, that the Oboramon who ends up kidnapping the most number of humans, he is deemed king, because the human chain that they created, that ends up being transformed into a scarf, and it's bad. So yeah, Ruli, Hero, the rest of the humans, they all end up being turned into one particular red scarf, and that scarf ends up being worn by the red Oboramon. He's like, yep, I'm the king now, I'm the king of Oboramons now. And of course, Gamamon isn't happy about it. Gamamon starts attacking Oboramon, the red king Oboramon, and yeah, Gamamon is very weak in front of that Oboramon, and he's getting angry, and I'm like, yep, are we going to get Galoose Gamamon? Are we going to get Galoose Gamamon? And yeah, we do. Come on, I'm like, yeah, finally, move the plot somehow. And of course, Gamamon digivolves into Galoose Gamamon, and he ends up killing the red Oboramon and the rest of the Obora. And he's like, well, this weird game that you guys are playing, you really think that by playing a game you can deem yourself kings? Yeah, that's not happening. And instead of killing the rest of the Oboramon, Galoose Gamamon ends up eating their colors, which I would have liked an explanation there, like why is he eating the Oboramon's colors? What does that do? What's happening here? Tell me, give me an explanation. But we don't get an explanation. So as he's eating the colors, Hero and Ruli end up, and the rest of the humans end up turning back into humans, because the Galoose Gamamon ended up killing the red Oboramon who was wearing the scarf. And yeah, they're like, yeah, we need to stop Galoose Gamamon. And Hero steps up, and he's like, Galoose Gamamon, you need to stop. And Galoose Gamamon is like, really, big brother? Really? You're trying to order me around without even trying to sync with me? And Hero takes one step forward, and Galoose Gamamon is like, well, at least you took a step forward. And he ends up de-digivolving into Gamamon, and he drops in Hero's arms. And yeah, and Kyoshiro is like, Hero, are you okay? And Hero's like, yeah, I'm okay. And of course, he thinks about what Galoose Gamamon said to him about at least taking a step forward. And I'm like, yeah, I guess Galoose Gamamon really wants Hero to sync with him, right? So that's happening. And also, Galoose Gamamon also told Hero to not be captured by these losers, the losers meaning the rest of the Oboramon, that he doesn't appreciate Hero keep putting himself in trouble or in danger. So the rest of the Oboramon, whose colors that Galoose Gamamon ended up eating, they look at Galoose Gamamon and they're like, yep, that's the powerful Digimon that the rest of the Digimon have been talking about. So apparently the Digimon ended up naming Galoose Gamamon the Jet Black Champion. So again, I think that there's some sort of time travel aspect involved that we haven't necessarily gotten to yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's that all about, if it's true. And then the episode ends with this mysterious Digimon looking at everything, and I'm like, yep, at least they moved the plot a bit, even if just a smidge. And again, even though I am enjoying watching the Digimon Ghost Game Anime, if you ask me about the plot, I have no idea. I have no idea what's happening. And again, a whole lot of these episodes feel like standalone episodes. So that's why I'm like, what's the connection here? What's happening? And that's why I'm like, well, there's not necessarily anything for me to talk about on a weekly basis. But it is what it is. But still, I did enjoy this particular episode. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. Until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed. See you guys later.